Now we have some breaking news coming in this regard. The plea filed in the Supreme Court seeking court-monitored probe in the Morbi Bridge collapse incident in Gujarat. The plea further seeks risk assessment of all bridges, monuments, etc. This is the latest that we're getting on this, and we're joined by my legal correspondent Ananya Bhatnagar, who brings us these details. Very good morning to you, Ananya. Who is the petitioner in this case?
Well, Shilpa, a very good morning to the viewers as well. And this petition is basically by a Delhi-based lawyer called Vishal Tiwari. And in fact, he has sought two major prayers. One, that there should be a court-monitored probe in the Morbi incident, wherein almost 137 people, as stated by the petition, have already died and are counting. In fact, the death count is still rising, and that's what the petition. In fact, I'll read down a para of this petition which clearly says that the incident, the Morbi collapse in Gujarat on 30/10/2022, has shook the country with utter despair and disappointment, wherein a 141-year-old suspension bridge hanging over the Mashu River in Morbi collapsed, leading to a dreadful consequence of more than 100 people. What has also been sought in this particular petition is that apart from this Morbi incident, all the old monuments, bridges, etc. shall be repaired, and in fact a probe should be carried out as to whether the assessment should be carried out actually as to whether they are actually fine or not, and if at all there is some kind of difference, there shall be renovations that have to take place at these old bridges or monuments that are there. So we'll have to wait and watch as to whether this, when this petition comes up before the topmost court of the country, it has just been filed. We'll also have to wait and watch if at all Mr. Tiwari mentions this petition for an urgent hearing today. So, if at all this mentioning is allowed in the petition heard, we'll have to wait and watch as to how the Supreme Court reacts to it. Shilpa.
Well, Ananya, as you're telling us, we'll have to see if this is going to be taken up on an urgent basis, because a plea like this, time is of the essence. So what do you expect? You've been covering courts for quite some time. Do you expect this plea to be heard very soon?
Well, Shilpa, this we have to remember that this is a public interest litigation or a writ petition by some kind of victim. So we might see that the Supreme Court might not entertain this, or there could be a two-way view, because remember that in case of a lot of public interest litigation, the Supreme Court usually takes a view that in the very, very beginning of incident, when an incident happens and a PIL is filed, it is a very, very premature basis. It's a premature when such petition is filed. Until and unless there are some victims attached to this to a particular petition, the Supreme Court might or might not take a view on this. But then this is an incident that is of very, very grave importance, because almost more than 100 people have already died into this particular case. So we might see the Supreme Court might take some view on this, but it's a matter of time, and we'll have to wait and watch as to how the topmost court of the country reacts to it. Shilpa.
Thank you for bringing us those details, Ananya. We'll leave it at that.